he will want to show true force. Listening to Raila Odinga in the past 2 days especially, he is very intent on flexing his muscle inside this government. Co-president, despite the legal hurdles, could that be just what we're looking at?
I'll pick it from where my colleague left it. I am not that insider, but I respect the way the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, who happens to be my boss, is doing a balancing act. And for him to withstand pressures from all sides, from within the party, from within the ODM party, that the country is saying, do not join. And you know the name they call the president. Don't be associated with him. And still the side that is now opposition in the government, that is the wing that the former Vice President Rigathi Gachagua pulled out with members from his party and have now coalesced with the other wing of Azimio, who are talking to him and telling him, we want to know, now that you have not made it to the AU, you are back, on what side are you? Because if we know, if you pronounce yourself that you are with Kasongo, then we know how to deal with you. In fact, we are going to pack the two of you out. You want to Sugoi and you to Bondo. I mean, you have heard those statements. And I think I respect the way Right Honorable Raila Odinga is balancing. That amidst the pressure, he pulls back and says, I am still consulting. I want to listen to the ground. Yet, he lists what he has picked from the ground. And in their boardroom or coffee, sitting with the president, he is able to fill the gaps. This is what the country needs. So this power thing, co-president, prime minister, prime cabinet minister, are not important to him as far as I'm concerned. But to drive that agenda and makes things happen for the good of Kenyans, I wish we had many people. A leadership of a few people who would take that stand without looking for the position. True. Even the wisdom that the co-president, the current president, I don't want to throw all the mud at him as the others are doing. I didn't make it in AU. Probably he's still appreciating the efforts that the current president did. I was in Addis Ababa, and I can tell you, we saw the efforts. It takes a heart of steel to go through what they both went through. So I think that is statesmanship, that I am back. I'm still useful to the country. You are still in charge. Where I can help, I will. And where I will disagree with you, I will. From where I sit, that's statesmanship. The preparation about office in Annex or Harambee House. Yeah, it's a good thing. If I'm helping and I'm facilitated to help and put out his agenda with the whatever he's speaking from the ground. My plea to them, because for either to succeed, for my boss with that focus that he has on doing a different thing on the ground, and for the president to succeed in to move from the 14 promises to 200 and something, or even half of them, they need each other. They will need each other. How they are going to work is a different thing.
Okay.
But I also call it wisdom. For him, my party leader, to give the president his space so that he can work if he wants to work. It becomes very difficult to balance between the two. And I am saying he needs wisdom. Okay. For any coalition, since the NAC coalition where we were with the Dogo Bishop, you don't need 2 years to do a coalition to deal with the current regime. In fact, 6-7 months towards it is enough.
Okay.
So anybody who is crafting this cooperation and coalition at this time, I think they are missing the point. My last one is that, you know, I look at the papers and social media and TV programs, and I like and admire the way there's confusion in politicians, that politicians who are even serving a first time in parliament and who have been given space just because they are next to national leaders like the former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, the former Deputy President, an eminent lady like Martha Karua, you know, huge public opinion shapers. And you find us minions like myself and others now talking to my party leader. You tell us whether you are coming to join us so that we decide where to place you. And you know, we are missing it.
Okay.
We are missing it big time.
Okay.
And I think as leaders in this country, we will have to learn some political hygiene, place ourselves where we belong. I have not been a fan of KK, and you know it, but I want to respect them. Let's respect the leadership of at that level. We belong to different structures.
But in a working relationship like the Grand Coalition government, because probably that's what we're looking at, there are some real challenges. And because you were one of the Mwai Kibaki loyalists back then, and there was pressure on how much space you can occupy and how much space you can allow